Yo, holy smokes, we are back with another one, and today I have a really fun team for you guys. So this is gonna be my St. Jude VGC Charity Tournament team that I played in about 2 weeks ago at this point, from me posting this video, and I had a lot of fun with it. It is a really cool team, and the idea is that you know that Miraidon and Calyrex are a really good restricted duo, and this team usually has Miraidon and Calyrex Shadow as a restricted duo alongside Weezing and Dozo, right? With Chi-Yu, that slot could be switched out for like Walking Wake or Brute Bonnet or Raging Bolt, but we decided to go with Chi-Yu, right? But the reverse, instead of Miraidon, we're using Miraidon. Instead of Calyrex Shadow, we're using Calyrex Ice. And it works. So I had a lot of fun featuring this team. So if you guys want to give this team a try, there is a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Poképaste down in the description below. And let me know in the comment what you guys think about Ability Shield Miraidon. Do you think that it has a place on this team? Or do you think that Miraidon is still the better fit? Miraidon, when it's able to just output a lot of damage when your opponents don't have the abilities, just feels really strong in my opinion. And the Calyrex being able to, you know, be super tanky, and you can set up the Leech Seed, and if you get the Dozo in on the Leech Seed slot, then it's really hard for them to remove your Dozo, right? And you also have Fire Terror that helps you get around like spread fire type damage, fairy type coverage and stuff like that. Just a really good Terror type for Calyrex. So Ability Shield Miraidon is not something you really see a lot in this format. I did build this team for the tournament, which was best of 3, but it still works really well in best of 1. And of course your opponent can see that you have Ability Shield, but a lot of opponents don't really pay attention to when abilities activate. So they don't usually see that Weezing can't turn off Miraidon's ability, or they might not even pay attention to it, right? A lot of the times people just go into force of habit where they just think that Miraidon can't protect, and having protect on Miraidon and being able to scout your opponent's Terror type and then being able to respond with a Draco Meteor or Electro Drift is just really strong in my opinion. And the only time it punishes you if your opponent has setup, but with this team you're able to get around them being able to set up with just using the Weezing to poison them or Elite Seed them, and then just kind of like stall them out if they do set up, because this team is just very hard to remove. So of course the Calyrex we chose to go with on an offensive next to our offensive Miraidon. We wanted to go with a more defensive Calyrex, but this one is a little bit different from the Calyrex that you usually see, because those Calyrex usually are running like very limited attack investment and more so bulk to play the long game. But since I have the Citrus Berry, since the leftovers are taken up for Dozo, Calyrex has access to a lot more immediate bulk in case you do take hits. So with that being said, we were able to go near max attack. I think I hit the last attack bump just to make sure this Calyrex is dealing a lot of damage and it's not just sitting there being stalled on the field. And with Weezing's ability, you're able to get around Intimidate because abilities don't activate. So you don't have to worry about having clear amulet and still having like your attack reduced because you have the Weezing on the field. So Calyrex can still output a lot of damage and be able to survive with the Citrus Berry. So that's the idea behind the Citrus Berry on this Calyrex set. And we don't need clear amulet since we are running the Weezing. Next is Weezing. This is going to be a Rocky Helmet Weezing with Poison Gas, Toxic Spice, and Straight Steam. And a Dark Terror. So Dark Terror just helps you get around super effective damage. Just a good Terror type. Calyrex Shadow is running around a lot in the format, and to be able to blink your Psychics or to resist this Astral Barrages, this allows Weezing to sit on the field and get that poison off and kind of annoy your opponent's Calyrex and make it easier to beat, right? Break those sashes in the back or break sashes that are on the field. And Weezing is just really annoying, and Protect is really good on Weezing because when you lead it, a lot of the times they ignore your other slot and they double the Weezing, right? And a simple Protect and getting off any massive amount of damage with any of the other 3 offensive mons on this team is just super solid. So next we're gonna have Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is gonna be Ghost Terror with 3 dark type attacks and Flamethrower. So I decided to go with something a little bit more consistent other than the Heat Wave, because a lot of end games the wide guard can be kind of annoying for Chi-Yu, and you already getting wide guarded by the Calyrex, and I didn't want Chi-Yu to be walled by wide guard either in case you get locked into a fire type move. So I went with Flamethrower. Dark Pulse is just really consistent, is a really spammable attack, and you can also get flinches. And the idea of Ruination on this Chi-Yu set is it complements the Calyrex, the Dozo, and the Weezing, right? Where these mons want to chip your opponent's health down and play like the long game with them and be able to, you know, remove them over time. Chi-Yu also helps with the Ruination, which speeds up the process of the poison and Elite Seed, just making that stuff a lot more potent because Chi-Yu is reducing their HP by half. So it's really solid for that. In case you're going against like really bulky teams or really stally teams and stuff like that, the Ruination is able to really help you in that aspect. It doesn't come out a lot, but it does have a lot of applications where Chi is not able to deal damage like to like an Incineroar, and you can Ruination it, right, and get it to have health, and then it dies in a couple turns from like Poison or Leech Seed. So that's really cool, and also allows, you know, Miraidon, it combos with Miraidon for a Ruination into Electro Drift that pretty much nothing can take that double up, and you can get a lot of KOs with that. So it's a really fun in that aspect. The last but not least, we have Dozo and Tatsugiri. Dozo's going to be pretty standard with Grass Terror. Grass Terror is just really good and help you take electric type attacks from Miraidon, which is Dozo's biggest enemy right now. It also helps you get around Amoonguss, Spore, and Redirection, which can really help your Dozo thrive. And also another issue for Dozo is Leech Seed Calyrex. So Leech Seed Calyrex can beat Dozo really easily because it can stall you out and you can't really deal enough damage. So with Grass Terror, you're able to get around that. And I know tearing in the grass makes you weak to Glacial Lance, but if they're running Leech Seed Calyrex, they don't have a lot of attack investment on their Glacial Lance like we do. And you can also, with Order Up, you get defense boost, since Tatsugiri is going to be, I believe, the stretchy form, which gives you a defense boost, right? So you're able to take those Glacial Lances really well. And you're faster than Calyrex, so you always get a defense boost before they're able to get Glacial Lance off. And if they waste a turn Leech Seeding you, then that's another turn that you get another defense boost. So being at +4 defense, you're really not taking any damage from the Glacial Lance. Plus you can protect to get health back from your leftovers. So it functions really well against the Calyrex with Leech Seed. So it's not really an issue. It's really the Miraidons that you really need that Grass Terror for, because Electro Drift can just remove Dozo from the field because of the application of it doing more damage when it's a super effective hit. Electric Terrain, and also Dozo being, even though we're max special defense, Dozo's still weaker on the special defense side. And this is a special Spadef Dozo for that note. And Heavy Slam is just so you're able to remove things like Whimsicott and Fluttermane that can be pretty annoying for Dozo, kind of sitting around on the field, and you can't really deal damage to them with Order Up and Body Press. You can't touch Fluttermane at all with Order Up and Body Press. So Heavy Slam just allows you to remove them, and it's something better than Earthquake, because Earthquake, with Dozo not having any attack investment other than the boost that it gets from Tatsugiri, you're going to want to be dealing a lot more damage to those fairy types with the Heavy Slam. And last but not least is Tatsugiri. We have the Normal Terror Tatsugiri. This comes out in very specific situations to where you force an in-game where Calyrex Shadow's in an in-game with Tatsugiri and another Mon, and it can't click Astral Barrage into both of you. It has to single target you because you're Normal Terror, and you can protect one slot, and if you don't reveal your Terror yet and you get off Tatsugiri, Icy Wind, and you're able to survive the because you're immune to the barrage. Now you're able to outspeed with other mons like your Miraidon or something like that if they're on Tailwind and your Chi-Yu. Or it's not a lot of applications where that comes out with the Icy Wind, but it does help you break the sash, and then you're able to outspeed it with your Tatsugiri after 2 Icy Winds, and then hit it with like a Muddy Water and a Draco Meteor. And it just makes the Calyrex have to choose whether it's going to Psychic either slot or click Astral. If it clicks Astral Barrage, then it's going to be not able to target Tatsugiri. And if it targets Tatsugiri with a Psychic, then Calyrex or Miraidon or Chi-Yu are able to get an attack off because it can't target both. So that's really the application behind the Normal Terror with Focus Sash. So we usually take any 2 hits, of course. And the Normal Terror just helps you in that specific situation, which actually comes out a lot if you get into an in-game with the Calyrex Shadow. But that's going to be it for a team breakdown with this team. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to give it a try, like I said, there's a rental code up at the top right, as well as a Poképaste down in the description below. Let me know in a comment what you guys think about Miraidon Ability Shield with Calyrex, Leech Seed, and Dozo Weezing. I think it's a really cool, unique concept, and I think I'm the only one I've seen use this, this core of Pokemon, and I do think that it's pretty strong, especially on Best of 1 ladder. But like I said, I did take it to the St. Jude's Tournament, and I had a lot of fun with it. But that's going to be it for this, and I'll catch you guys out there. All right, let's get it. I haven't played in a few days. We dropped all the way to 656. We was like 193. Right. We got Calyrex Shadow here. Zion, Rilla, Incineroar, Bolt, and Overcon. So the only scary mon my opponent really has is Calyrex. He's probably gonna bring Bolt to deal with Dondozo, but I think Dondozo, like Grass Terror here, kind of goes crazy. Can I get Trick Room up if I lead like Weezing Cali? And like drop them right on? I still can't just lance like I want, right? I think we go Miraidon, try to get big damage on the board. Ideally, we want to deal with Bolt and win the game with Dondozo. I think Chi-Yu could be interesting here. Chi-Yu actually is really good. It's just he's probably gonna lead in Center or Rillaboom, so he's gonna have fake out pressure. And I'd rather not be vulnerable to fake out. So do I want to burn my Terra here? He's gonna fake out the Miraidon, right? I think I just want to get poison on board. I think you always fake out Miraidon here, right? Alright. So is it a plot or is it just a straight barrage? So he's threatening the fake. I can hard switch in Dozo and play my Miraidon in the end because we're just gonna be giving up the right. I think we just hard switch on Dozo. Because it ignores the boost, right? It's the best way to survive. Because Barrage is just gonna pick up the double KO there. But now we have poison up, so we can kind of stall these two out. And we didn't expend Terra yet, so I still have Terra for both. I'm hoping he doubles the Miraidon slot, because he really wants to get that KO, right? I'm expecting this to do about maybe 35% to Dozo. Alright, so he's plot, so he's not gonna have Encore, so we can protect and stuff. Yeah, just Barrage. Yeah, a little bit less. It's fine. He's like 4, so he's taking a lot of chip, and he did parting shot the Miraidon slot. If I protect her and he hard switches, right? Does he read me going for protect here? Hard switches, fake out plus barrage. I think I just want to press her because I think he may hard switch. Yeah. He does hard switch that slot though, but that's fine with me. We press the center of the slot. Which I'm cool with. Rillaboom on the field is just more recovery for us. We get a crit. It is Rocky Helmet. If he's the physically defensive Incineroar, he may survive that +2 press. Yeah, I think it's fine though. But yeah, see, this is why we switch in Dozo, right? Instead of losing 2 mons, we took about 30% of our health, right? Which we can heal right back up. So that's the value right there. If it's Bolt, he still hasn't Terra, so I would guess Terra Electric, Terra Fairy. You should bring Bolt here, right? Yeah, there it is. Alright, and he's boostering. So it's going to be doing massive damage. So the Terra's good here. I don't see a need to Terra anything else. I guess Terra normal Testagiri could be really good in the endgame. But I think Dolan is going to be good. appreciate Rillaboom's recovery here and getting rid of the terrain so both does less damage with its electric type attacks. I appreciate that. So we're gonna Terra here, order up this slot. Now if he's fairy, you're fairy, right? But I think we're gonna probably be electric, which is fine with me. So then that means you gotta pick Draco. Should be a U-turn here, right? Alright, so that did slow down my momentum a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, but the more and more, I actually can focus down the Calyrex, right? I think I should protect you to get a little recovery. Do I need the recovery right now? I think we play aggressive and get the Calyrex speed. Alright, so there's really. Is it a protect on Calyrex here? I mean, you shouldn't be protecting this poison is ticking, right? He did protect it. So that's twice we attack into a protect. The poison is doing more damage than the terrain recovery. I really don't think he's gonna fake out here, so I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I think poison may get it from there. That did even less because we got the order up boost, right? Like Rillaboom is such a non-factor right now. It's really good for us. Calyrex is the main thing because it outspeeds my Miraidon. And this Volt can't really get through me easily. If you're going for Draco Meteors, that means you're going to be really weak into my Miraidon, because you won't have any special attack to deal damage with. Ooh, it's so close. I think you are switching a little bit, right? Oh, he just canceled. Let's go. I think he sees it writing on the wall. Wow, so that went from like a bad situation to him getting, nasty plot threatening a double KO to Dozo just being super good, right? And then you see like he didn't even want to bring his the Zamazenta because it's so bad in the Dozo, right? Which is just even better for us. I think we brought the right Mons. I think that play pretty much set us up for success. Saving our Terra and not like going for Terra like on Miraidon or anything else is really good for us. So I played that game really well, and this is just another way you can use this team to just ignore all those special attack boosts and stuff like that. And I maxed out this Dozo special defense because it's already going to be getting defense boost from the order up. So I made it super specially defensive so that we can have a switch in into those strong special attackers. Now the only thing of course he can't take is like Miraidon Electro Drift, right? Because that's just it's just doing too much damage with Choice Specs, terrain, and the multiplier from Drift being super effective. But any other like special attacks that are like just neutral, Dozo does pretty well into them. But let's keep going. Alright, we jumped up a couple ranks. Alright, so we got Miraidon, Calyrex. So Dozo is really good into this team. I need to preserve my Terra. So how do we do that in a way where it's not detrimental to us? I don't like the value here. I think I play Calyrex Weezing because if I leave Miraidon, I'm gonna want to tear it right in front of the Valiant. And I think Grass Tear on Dozo is so good here. So I can get Dozo in a good position. So we're gonna drop Miraidon. That's usually how I like to play this team with only one restricted. Sometimes it's a case for where you bring both and then you bring like a Chi-Yu Weezing and you drop Dozo. If Dozo's just really bad into that matchup. Like if they had like a bunch of ideas. You wanna get some center on stuff. Alright, so I want to go for Trick Room, and I think Spikes is good here. Oh, Blast. Ooh. Hey, free switch in. It's probably gonna bring in hands here if I had to guess. Oh, he brought in Calyrex. Okay. I really wish I went for Poison Gas here. I really wish I went for Poison Gas. But we did go for Spikes. I kind of want to Leaf Seed here. I don't think this is the time to sack Weezing. Yeah, it's just right there. So we're just gonna Leaf Seed both of these two, right? Nice. And if you switch out, then you get poison. And he's just lancing. And if he's the high horsepower set, then we kind of like just completely just wall his team, right? I think I want a Lance here. I think he probably thinks I'm gonna Leaf Seed his Valiant, and I'm gonna switch him like this. But I don't want to give Calyrex any KOs. And Weezing is still somewhat valuable. It's just being a swap in, even though it's probably going to be getting outsped in Trick Room by Calyrex, outside of Trick Room by everybody else. It was really just a sack. Yeah, he's not Leaf Seed, so he's not the Leaf Seed set. And my berry doesn't activate because his Calyrex is on the field, right? I think I want to double protect here. Do I need to protect? I think I just Leaf Seed here. Body press. This is risky if I just click land. Oh, he was dropped. Ooh, we get super health from this. Okay. I mean, this was a perfect turn for us. Because now we have Protect with Dozo next turn. Nice. And we do connect Lisi. We get a lot of health. So Lisi gives you back more health based on the HP stat of the other opposing mon that is seeded. So you get a lot of recovery from Iron Hands. And it's poison. Everything that comes in is just vulnerable to get poison. I could Lance here because I'm not really at risk of taking a lot of damage. I can Lance here in case he just doesn't fake out, but I think he should. And I'll protect Dozo because Dozo's health is important. Oh, see, he didn't even fake out, so whatever comes in is getting KO'd. I'll take the full plus. He doesn't want to switch out to Calyrex because he doesn't. Oh, there it goes. So when it comes back in, it's gonna get poisoned. But now you just kind of. I think he thought I was gonna double protect to get around fake out, and it kind of just cost him the game. So 2020 Pokevision had a vision. I had a vision he wasn't gonna fake out, and us seeing the future gets us should be 2 KOs, right? I do got a lot of attacking this one. I didn't want it to just be solely C. I wanted it to be like a blend. Offense plus C. Yeah, nice. And that's gonna do it. Beautiful. And this is why I wanted to bring Calyrex to this game. Masterful performance. Yeah, see, if I had brought my Miraidon against his Miraidon plus Valiant, I'm forced to like Terra because he's threatening Moonblast, he's threatening like Icy Wind, he's threatening like a lot of weird stuff with Valiant. And with Rex, like you see he was more so focused on the Weezing, right? But with Weezing not allowing himself terrain, he didn't have enough firepower to KO. Now if he was Terra Electric, he could like Electro Drift plus Moonblast and got the KO, but I think that was a lot to commit for him, so he didn't want to go for it. Dozo's vulnerable right now. Dozo's my wincons, so I kind of just want to at least see Iron Hands, switch in Weezing Sacket. But he just cancels. Let's go. Beautiful. Let me find out this team I built for St. Jude's is even better on rank ladder than it is in the tournament. This team feels really strong. I'm really enjoying it. Let's keep going. Rank 378. We getting up there. Next match is against Victoria. She has Miraidon, Calyrex again. Okay. So this one is interesting. They don't have the Valiant, right? I think those are still good here to the Rex. I feel like my Rex was so good last game, but this time I have to contend with Incineroar and Corona that pressure. And if I tear if I tear fire, then Urshifu can hit me, which is not ideal. Whimsicott is probably going to set up a light screen. And it can encore stuff, right? This one's a trickier match. I think I can try to remove his Miraidon with my Miraidon and play Dozo in the end game. I kind of like that. I could probably just drop Dozo and play an end game with Rex. Not protecting Miraidon here is risky, right? But this is a position that double switching Dozo and kind of like just ball him out. So I'm gonna protect here and poison gas. This is a good position to get a lot of good valuable chip. And if we get poison on the Rex, then Dozo kind of just clears, right? And we can save my Miraidon for an end game. If you're leading this, I don't think you're bringing the win in the back. So if I had to guess, it's Miraidon plus. I don't think you bring Vulcan back too. What was his last one? I think you lead the Vulcan to win. Let's see if he paid attention to me being ability shield. A lot of people don't really. They so accustomed to Miraidon not being able to protect that even though they see that you are not specs like with the ability shield, they still just so accustomed to faking out into you. They distract you so much. If you set a trick on me, I don't mind that honestly. It's just Lance. We can really take another one. He's not, I like Volt Switch and Center War. And Tossing Spikes. And this way we get in Dozo pretty much. We'll probably take a Lance, but that's not that bad. We probably just parting shot with getting something. Even better. Even better. Yeah, I thought he took that pretty well. He's a Assault Vest. Alright, so we kind of have to worry about Miraidon here. But we have Grass Terror still. I want to see what Miraidon locks here. Just Volt Switch. You really shouldn't be Volt Switching around. I think we just double protect. I don't think we got Wim in the back. Now, if he switches in Wim here, we're cooked. But I don't think we have Wim in the back. I need to check his team to see what his last mom was other than when he's kind of Pokemon. I can't remember what it was. I don't think I was too worried about it. It's probably why I forgot it so easily. Is it Draco or is it Drift? Oh, it is Draco. Okay. I wonder if your specs lock. If that's the case, I don't need the Terror. I think Terror could be safe, but I do take damage from Lance. I think he's choice locked though. I think he always choice specs on his team. Urshifu, that's what it was. It's probably Urshifu with that. I honestly think you're locked into that. If we're Boo Boo the Foo, then we're just Boo Boo the Foo, right? If he's able to Electro Drift. But I'd rather not take a super effective Lance here, right? You can also miss Draco. He is gonna get a stronger Draco because Weezing's not on the field, so his Hydron Engine ability is gonna activate. But I think we should be able to take the double up. We could literally just one-shot our Dozo if he's not. It is scary. But I think Lance plus Meteor KOs us if I Terra Grass, right? So either way, it's not great. Unless he just locked in the Draco. And we get an oil rub off before. If you're my opponent, you switch out Miraidon, right? So you can come in and lock Drift. Good Terra Fairy, I can cover for that with Body Press. When you bring in Earth, you just take so much damage, right? You could just Draco again. He bring Whimsicott, what? What? That's a good point. And if I had protected there, he would have been in a good spot. Okay. But he's at -2, right? I got a really cool play I can make. I can switch in Weezing here. And does Electro Drift, Electro Drift KO Whim? I don't need to let him get Calyrex out next to Incineroar, right? Because he's gonna switch his. I think I do this though. Alright, he's not switching the right on. If I can get the KO on Whimsicott, we'd be super chilling, right? We just don't need to let him get fake out next to Cali Ice to get triple on that. If Cali Ice is in range of Spectrum. Let's just get the KO. Oh, it's so close, but it's gonna faint after this turn. Alright, so he does get Tailwind up, unfortunately. But did he Draco Tatsugiri? Oh, snarl. Oh, we survived. You bring in Calyrex, you hard switch in. You hard switch in Incineroar. If you don't bring in Calyrex here, you bring in Incineroar here, we're safe to protect, right? I think we let Weezing go down here. I think it's correct to drift Cali. check Weezing, so he still has to target Weezing. This game is super close, man. Super close. And he really wasn't locked on the Miraidon, so had I Terra there, I would have been in a good spot. You can miss that again, right? That's no good. So we should be able to take a Lance. Are we still out speed? Unless you're going for trick. And now your Miraidon is stuck out in the field at -2. Cineroar is poisoned. And then we just target the Miraidon. I think we just go for Strange. If we get it off, we just get a KO, right? Free KO. Even at -1, my Miraidon should have enough damage output to beat both of these. Yeah. Luckily, we got that last turn right there. His Calyrex is not fast enough on tail when outspeed my max speed timid Miraidon, which is super, super nice. Weezing it down. Alright, so this Miraidon has a little bit of a damage boost, right? But at this point, Tatsugiri with Sash is super nice right now. How do we have a guaranteed win? If I drift Incineroar, I think I always Draco. Wait, he isn't Terra. Wait, we gotta be careful. Let me turn to tell when I left. I think we just KO Incineroar so it doesn't have a chance to move and make it a 2v1. I think I Icy Wind. Incineroar can't move, but Icy Wind is good. Because he still had Terra there, so I didn't want to pick Draco Meteor. And he Terra Fairies and just whip it. And Icy Wind just slows it down, so even if he's max speed timid, he's always like this. Oh yeah, and then we just click Drift. That's game. And we can click Pulse Switch too, it doesn't even matter. And just click Icy Wind again. Even if he's like Terra Ground, Icy Wind is still KO, right? Nice. GG's. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a really close game. The margins very tiny. I had a feeling that he might not be choice specs, but I wanted to play the game as if he was, because this is like best of one, right? I don't want to read too much into something and he doesn't have it, but I had a feeling that he may be able to switch his moves, right? It's just, I don't know, it was just, I just can feel it. But he also made the play that I was gonna Terra Dondozo, expecting him to be able to switch his moves because he know he can switch his moves, so I guess he assumed that I know that too. And it's kind of like the you know that I know that you know I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna click Draco because I know that you're gonna Terra here because you know that I can switch my move, right? But I didn't, and then I didn't Terra again the following turn because I thought he couldn't switch his move at that point, and then he could switch his move, right? So that got a little bit scary, but that was still a fun game. Let's keep going. All right, we got our next opponent, and it's Miraidon Kyogre. So Calyrex feels really, oh man, he has 4 mons that just get bodied by Calyrex. If I leave Weezing Calyrex, can he stop Trick Room? Could lead Miraidon Weezing too. Like, if he's not Sash on Tornadus, then we can just remove it, right? If he brings it out. And what if he's Haze Dragonite? I think we bring Chi-Yu this game. Now this is the first game we're dropping Dozo, right? And Dozo's a huge piece of this team. But I think if we can remove Tornadus, then Chi-Yu can thrive. Even in the rain, like Dark Pulse, Choice Scarf, still doing a lot of damage here. Oh, he just goes double restricted. You can only Terra one of these, right? I think I'm just gonna double protect to scout. If you switch in a fake out user, so be it. Nice. But he doesn't Terra. What? What? Okay. That makes sense. So I could have just took his Miraidon here and made the game twice as easy to play, right? Oh, you don't feel Draco. Does he Terra Fairy? Or does he Terra Grass? If I was my opponent, I would Terra Fairy Miraidon. And switch him away. So I'm gonna Terra Electro Drift. Poison gas. Yep. Rillaboom. Show me Terra Fairies. There's no way you just want me to Draco you, right? Can switch his move, which is a little bit annoying. I think in Terra Electric you can switch your move then if you're not specs. I could probably just Draco that slot. Poison is good here though, because now you're just in range of a lot of different things. Let's think this out. You could switch in Rilla if you have it, but I think double protect this space. Rillaboom. Oh, this just makes my play even easier. Because unless you U-turn into your own Torn to reposition, and this is just Electro Drift plus Toxic Sparks. Are you focus at? Okay, that makes sense. So it's probably gonna kill the Weezing, which is kind of annoying. Oh, he's selling it, though. He does kill the Weezing too. But he has Tailwind up with 2 Mons that arguably I think Calyrex can survive and get a trick with him up. Wait, if Incineroar is not faster than my Miraidon, I can just Electro Drift that and trick him. And then you just lose. Yeah, because then I just click Lance and Electro Drift into your Kyogre and you can't. Like, his only hope is that Flare Blitz, Leaf Wind picks up a KO. And that his Incineroar is faster than my Miraidon, which is unlikely, so. Oh, yes, taunt. That's not good. Oh, that is okay. So how do we get out of this? I need you, Dozo. This looks like Terra Water Spout. We got the guy position right now. Is there a way out of this position? Dang, Tornado's being sash is kind of annoying. Alright. I'm gonna just sack to you. I doubt that we're faster than this guy. Dozo would have been the only thing that could stall this out. I think my wincon is a double protect. Yeah, if we get a double protect on Miraidon, we can win. Because we double protect and then we Electro Drift Kyogre plus Trick Room. And he either has to Tailwind, he could just protect and taunt. But I could just Electro Drift the turn and Trick Room. Yeah, so we go for the double protect. What? Oh my god. Wait, do I live this on Miraidon? I could have just won. What? Oh my god. There's no way he did that. What? My opponent just sold. I mean, he still might win the game now, right? But holy cow! What? He did click tailwind. Wait, this game might end right here after this turn, or after this next couple turns. If we survive spout here, my Rex is bulkier than my Miraidon, so yeah. He let us get Trick Room up. What? I'm super surprised to see him protecting that position. I think he might have forgot how many turns of tailwind he had up or something. Like I couldn't tell you. But now like he has no priority, right? You can't switch in. You tear grass, then you take Lance, right? If you stay water, then you take drift. And even with terrain not up, it's still like doing decent things. Yeah, at this point you're starting out your own range too, so. Yo, if we win this game, I mean, you just click Bleak Wind and Water Spout, right? You just KO the Miraidon. And now he's giving me a chance. You gotta stall out his own tailwind, but Trick Room is still up, so my Cali is like, and my Cali is super healthy, so he has to go for doubles here too. Okay, so he's sacking a Miraidon. But if you stall out Trick Room and Miraidon's still on the field, man, I just outspeed you, bro. I guess he hopes that he can stall out Trick Room and then Grass Terror. Or he can just Lance. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. But I can just protect, right? On Miraidon. Alright. So he does get the rain back. Okay. So I see what his one con is here. He survives Lance and goes for Pulse and gets a double KO, right? Oh, he still has a turn of Tailwind, so he has to protect him. I need to be mindful of my attacks. I mean, I can't click nothing else with Calyrex in there. Yeah, but he Tailwinded on the turn of Trick Room, so it's like the perfect sequence where that's the last turn of Tailwind, this the last turn of Trick Room, right? Yeah, so I can just protect Miraidon and Lance you. And if you KO my Calyrex, I can just Draco Meteor to cover for Terra Grass. Oh my god, that's so much. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, and if you miss Pulsar, you just need. Yeah, that doesn't KO though. Oh my god, Calyrex, you're so good. Yeah, we just drift. We don't have to worry about missing. Oh, hold on. He drifted there, too. I think it's correct. He's Terra Ground. There's no way you're Terra Ground, right? There's no. Oh my god. Is it Terra Ground, Kyogre? That was trash. KO and surrender. that game. Now, if you was Terra Ground Kyogre and you held it all the way to the end, props to you. But that's literally the only thing winning you their game there. Yeah. And I clicked Leech Seed, so it would have been a really bad spot. But I only had one Lance left, so if he would have protected, then it would have just been a bad spot too, right? If he protected and he was Terra Ground, right? So, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, the turn that he protected with Tornadus, he could just Bleak Wind and he would have got the KO on my Miraidon, and he wouldn't have been in that predicament in the end game. He could still switch out his Ogre and installed out the Trick Room, right? And I wouldn't have enough firepower from that point. So he definitely threw that game. I kind of threw that game as well. Did I really throw the game? I guess I didn't predict the taunt on a Torn. Yeah, I don't know how I played myself out of that position. He just threw, man. We were supposed to lose that game, but he made one bad turn and we found a way to win the game. So hey, I'll take it. You guys like the type of content, go ahead and sub. Let's let you know, never give up, even when a position looks really bad. Like having Kyogre with Tailwind up at full health, it's just, you know, it's hard to get out of that position against Kyogre, right? Because it's just threatening spouts and it's just doing so much damage. But we pretty much found a way. The little bit of bulk that I have on my Miraidon is pivotal in helping us survive that spout to be in that position, right? So that was a really fun game. Let's get into one final match. Alright, so for our final game, we got Terrapagos and Miraidon. He has Sinister, Urshifu, Cineroar, and Treads. His team does not appreciate Weezing plus Calyrex. Sinister is solid here, but we do have heavy slam on Dozo, so it's, and usually these are running Shadow Ball on a Sinister, not Machagacha, so I think my Miraidon is really weak into his Treads, so I kind of don't want to bring it here. What's the case for Miraidon and Chi-Yu over Dozo? Chi-Yu is not good into really anything besides Sinister in this matchup. I guess a Flamethrower into Treads can one-hit KO it, which will open the door for Miraidon, which is not bad. But I like Dozo, because Dozo just, if it's Calm Mind Terrapagos, then Dozo just obliterates that, right? Let's see if he has an answer to triple. I think you should go after Weezing here. Because Weezing's annoying with poison, right? So I want to Trick Room and protect Weezing. If you Iron Head Calyrex, so be it, good call. Oh, he did? Oh, but he Iron Headed Weezing, okay. Fine by me. Oh, he double. He really want to get rid of the Weezing. What? A free Tricky? Are you Choice Specs? And Choice Band? Can I save Terra for Dozo from Miraidon? I think I can. think I want to see. I think he's gonna try to knock out my Weezing this turn. I want to see Jude and Poison Gas. Just poison until progress. Okay, yeah, I should have spiked there. That's a missed opportunity. Alright, hopefully he went after the Weezing. He did. KO. Ooh, that's a choice, man. I could have spiked there. I got that turn wrong. I did get the lead seat up, but he can just swap it down. That's a choice band. Oh, that's life force. I can body press that thing, man. So is that Sinister coming in here? I take a free press and take a slot. Calyrex, yeah, I think I really needed to set up Toxic Spikes there. I got baited into thinking Terrapagos respects the way he just attacked turn 1, but he really wanted Weezing guard. I think I want to Lance here and press. That thing, I mean, you getting these Calm Mind boosts, but you're seated, so. Is he Terra here? I think he wants to Terra here. I think we just get rid of the Terrapagos. He may protect. I probably should have body pressed in Center here. Now, would you really protect with VC taking away? I don't think so. When we get rid of Terrapagos, then my Calyrex still has his health, right? So I can take an attack from the Miraidon. And I need to get rid of Terrapagos so I can Terra my Dondozo. I kind of knew he was going to Terra here. He made the read. Oh wait, he's slower than us. So Trick Room benefits him right now. Yeah, that does nothing. At least he's still zapping away. Alright, now we press the Incineroar so it can stop being annoying. Terrapagos is gonna faint if it protects. Could switch. Yeah, he wants to preserve it. I don't blame him. I could have pressed that slot. Yeah. Incineroar does survive, which is annoying. I would guess Trez comes out. Not having my leftovers is a little annoying. But if I can isolate the Miraidon, because everything else in the left slot is weak to press, right? I wonder if he switches to Iron Head, now that I'm protected. Oh, he locked Draco though. Do I save Terra? Terra could be valuable. If Draco KOs me, Terra could be valuable with Calyrex, right? With Terra Fire. You can miss Draco too. You should just be getting this fight. Oh my god, to the Terra Blast. What's up with these Miraidons not being locked? Alright. I'm in a tough position right now. I don't know if Draco gets a KO on Calyrex. I think we go for it. That's it. Yeah. He should respect the Calyrex. He may even double it. Oh, he's... Right, now I can Terra. Actually, I hope he survives here. Now we protect Terra Triple. I could have Terra Grass Dozo, man. And I just would have been big chilling. I still would have got knocked out next turn with Draco though, so I wonder how much that changes it. So Miraidon's doing even less damage now. He gets in. I really dislike that his Miraidon can switch his moves. It's kind of an issue, right? If I click Muddy Water here with Testagear, Can I win if I protect and he target Fake Out's Tatsugiri? Does Lance get the KO from that range? I think we go for it. If we get the KO here, I think we're in a good spot. Oh! Just 1 HP. I should have muddy water with Tatsugiri. Oh man. So we finally take a loss. Well, you guys know we can't end the video on a loss, right? So we gotta play one more. Yeah, I don't think there's no way out of that. We just missed the KO, right? If he didn't volt switch out, I think we're good. I'd expected him to target Tatsugiri, but he made a really good read. Still rolling volt switching to Cali. Yeah, well played. Let's get in. We're gonna play one more so we end the video on the win. Alright, so we got Miraidon, Smirgle, Zamazenta. So Grass Dozo looks good here. Smirgle can be annoying. Well, I guess we can just leave Miraidon, right? Yeah, and just poison his stuff. We can't poison Zamazenta, but Dozo just beat Zamazenta, right? I kind of like that. So this is cool, just a double protect. Scout for a Terra. Scout for what it locks into. Last couple Miraidon have not been specs or locked into a move, so. Unless he's Combine Miraidon, he can't really punish this. But I would not be surprised. You're a Japanese player, so we're all about tech. Right, Fake Out. Electro Drift. Yeah, Weasel. Alright, now, are you just standard Fairy Terror? Or are you the Choice Scarf? Electric Terror. I think I'm gonna drift in Cineroar just to get his pivoting off the field. And Poison Gas. am I tearing? Because I still need terror from my Dozo. I could have attacked him if he's Terra Fairy. I would guess Terra Electric. Oh, he is Fairy. Here's a party shot here. I don't like that trade. It's not even a trade because it's the center we're still here. But if he brings in Grimmsnarl here, that's not it. But Electro Drift is still threatening his team, right? I can't let Dozo go down here, so I protect, drift this Miraidon, swap in the Tatsugiri, drift this Miraidon again. I think that's our best way to win. Because we got Sash on Tatsugiri. And if he stays in and just light screens and drifts into Dozo, I think we're in a good spot. If he's fake out Grim, then that's really bad. Play's still the same because we can't lose those over here. That's a party shot. So that means we can't one-shot that Miraidon. Hey, but I can switch back out into Dozo. Alright, so we just need to get his Miraidon off the field, right? And he's in a really bad spot. And I can muddy water here and Electro Drift Miraidon. And he can't knock out Tatsugiri because of the sash, and I think that should win us the game. Yeah, because he didn't pivot here, right? So unless he hits his U-turns into himself, we're good. Because Miraidon, it just needs to not have protect. Yeah, he got locked on the field. And if you thought we were like Choice Scarf, then that kind of just punished you, right? Terrain is gone. Alright, so Electro Drift, Muddy Water. Okay. we're slowly getting the range of Dazzling Gleam, but we are faster, so that's one good thing. Because he doesn't, if he has Thunder Wave, he can't Thunder Wave us, right? So this is a KO though into his Incineroar. Oh, don't miss the Incineroar. Dang. It's a big miss. But yeah, he can't really punish this, right? Yeah, he can't punish us. Because he's in that position where these, like, he just has nothing to outspeed Miraidon. And I have Protect, so I can just keep protecting around the Fake Out. And I haven't let him get into a position where he can cycle me on one slot with the Fake Outs. Nice. Okay, so now we just take a double KO. And then that should win us the game. I think you gotta hard switch one of them there, or you gotta U-turn the Grim here. You gotta U-turn the Grim and we just won. Yeah, he didn't see it. Okay. Alright, now Grim can Parting Shot out, right? But I'm just gonna Electro Drift you and Muddy Water. So he does have a screen. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, I think at this point you gotta target Grim though, right? I mean, you gotta target my Miraidon, right? You can't just ignore it. So I can just Muddy Water here. Alright, he has Light Screen, Fake Out, Parting Shot, I would guess Reflect is the other one. So he doesn't have an attacking move. So unless you have Sucker Punch or something, like, this is safe right here, right? Okay. So you're just trying to reduce the damage on my Miraidon. Oh, it is Gleam. I guess I should be clicking. Oh, but he locked in. If he locks in the Gleam, then Dozo's good, right? Am I at -1 on my radar? No. I think I just Electro Drift it. Because I'm faster, right? And then we Protect. And then we get Dozo in. Yeah, he's locked in the Gleam, so Dozo kind of just wins, right? Whew. That was a dicey game. I didn't like how we played it early on, but we were still able to figure it out. Alright, this has been a very long video, but we had a lot of fun with this game, this team. We got 5 wins, 1 loss, and I'll take it. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get into a final review. Alright, so we are ranked 217 is our rank. Nice. Let's get into this final review though. So that's a wrap, and we are finished showcasing this team. So I had a blast featuring this team. Again, this is the team that I used for the St. Jude tourney, and I had a lot of fun with it in the tournament, and it's even more fun on the ladder. I didn't realize, how good, Weezing and Dozo is next to like Calyrex Release Sheet and just like an offensive Miraidon, but it's really fun, and I like how it's the reverse idea of the Miraidon Calyrex Shadow, right? And it still works. So if you guys want to give this team a try, there's a rental code up at the top right. as well as a Poképaste down in the description below. And I absolutely did love this team. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because I feel like it's a signature team for me. And I haven't seen anyone else use this archetype, and we just showed you how we can make it work. So if you guys like this team, like I said, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. More new videos soon. Deuces.